Hello guys, myself Amrita. Welcome back to our channel TechnoSage. So in this video, we'll be discussing problem number 643, that is maximum average subarray. So let's get started. Let's first understand the problem. You are given an integer array nums consisting of n elements and an integer k. So in the example, you can see we have been given one nums array and one integer k. Find a contiguous subarray whose length is equal to k. So we need to find a subarray out of this array whose length is equal to k that has the maximum average value and return this value. Right? So firstly we need to find the contiguous subarray of length 4 that has the maximum average value and we have to return that average value. So let's understand how we are going to solve this problem. So this is our nums array and we have been given an integer k 4. Right? So we need to find the subarray of size 4 whose average is maximum. So to find the average, we need to find the maximum sum first, right? So let's say our maximum sum is 0. Now we have to start finding the subarray of size 4. How we are going to do that? We will use sliding window approach. Sliding window approach, right? So basically whenever you have to do any operation on the contiguous subarrays, we can use this sliding window approach in which we find an initial window and then we start moving our window. So what would be our first window? Now we need k4, right? That means of size 4. If you start from the 0th index, this would be our first window, right? 1, 12, minus 5, minus 6 because size 4. What would be our next window? Next window will start from the next element. This would be our next window of size 4. Then what will be your next window? Starting from the next element. Minus 5, minus 6, 50 and 3. This will be your next window. Now if you start from the next element minus 6, 50 and 3, you get only 3 elements, right? So this cannot be your window because you need the window of size 4 only. So we have only 3 windows in this case. That means we have 3 subarrays. So what we are going to do, we will take one current sum variable to store the sum, right? So what would be a current sum? What is your initial window? First window is 1, 12, minus 5, minus 6, 13, minus 11, that is 2. So our current sum is 2, maximum sum was 0. So which is maximum? 2. So we are going to update our maximum sum. Now move on to the next window. Remember how we are going to find the next window. We have to remove one element from the front, right? So here you can see when we have slided the window, what did we do? We have added 50 in that window and removed 1, right? So you are going to remove one element from the beginning and you are going to add one element from the end to find the next window. So what would be our next window? 12 minus 5 minus 6 plus 50, which will be equals to 51. So which is your maximum sum now? 2 or 51? 51. So we are going to update our maximum sum as 51. Now move on to the next window. So your next window is minus 5 minus 6 plus 50 plus 3, which is equal to 53 minus 11, which is 42. So which is maximum, 42 or 51? 51, right? So our maximum sum remains same. We are not going to update the maximum sum. And we have reached till the last element of the array. So we have found our maximum sum. Now we have to find the average. What would be our average? Sum divided by the size of the window, which is 4. So the output would be 12.75. So this will be your output. I hope you understood the approach. Now let's write the solution for it. So this is our class, that is maximum average subarray. Now let's write the method, that would be public static. So here you can see we have been given the return type as double. So we are saying double find max average and what would be our input? Nums array and an integer k, which is the size of that subarray. So let's initialize our maximum sum which is 0 initially, and your current sum, that also would be 0, right? Now let's write the loop. Loop will be starting from the 0th element till the size of the subarray, right? So this was our first window, right? From 0 till k, 4, right? 0 to 4. This was our first window. So we are going to find the sum of the first window. So what would be your current sum? You are going to add each element to the current sum, which would be nums at I. And once you have found your current sum, you are going to update your maximum sum as the current sum. So this was for the first window. Now let's write the loop for the next window. So when we have to move to the next window, from where it will start from k, 4, right? So we are going to add the next element and we are going to remove the first element. So what will be our first element here? So our k is 4, right? I is 4 because we are starting the loop from there. So we are going to add the next element. That means we are going to add the element at the ith position at the index 4 and we are going to remove the first element. So what will be your first element? First element will be at position I minus k, right? So in this case it would be 4 minus 0, that is nums at 0, correct? So your current sum will be current sum plus number at the position I and minus the first element, that means number at position I minus k, right? This is how you will find your current sum for the next window. So next window will start from k till the length of the array, that is nums dot length I plus plus. Now what would be your current sum? Current sum plus number at the position I, which is k, and once you have find the window, you are going to check which is the maximum current sum or the maximum sum. If current sum is greater, then you are going to update your maximum sum, right? That is what we were doing. Once that is done, at the end you are going to return the average, which will be your max sum divided by k. But as in the problem statement they have said what would be the average? Average would be of type double, so we are going to say double. Now let's go back to our main function. Let's write the main function, public static void main string args, and let's take the nums array which has elements 1, 12, minus 5, minus 6, 50 and 3. And what would be your k? K would be 4. Let's write our print statement. What would be your input? Nums and k, right? Let's run the program and see the output. So you can see here the output is 12.75, which is a correct output. Let's take other example also. Nums is 5 and k is 1. So nums array is 5 and k would be 1. So in this case we will have only one subarray, so we will find the average of that. So you can see here 5 decimal 0 because we have only one subarray, so maximum sub would be 5. 5 divided by 1, that would be 5 decimal 0, right? Now let's test it in the Leetcode as well. So let's run the code. So you can see here it is accepted, runtime is 0 milliseconds, so you can submit the code. So it is submitted successfully. I hope you understood the approach. If you have any questions, any doubts, please let me know in the comment section, and please provide your valuable feedback in the comment section. Please like, share and subscribe our channel. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more such videos.